Welcome to ISTV News. This is Panorama giving you the news. Let's see the top stories. During Governor B.K. Duggal's inspection visit to RIMS Hospital yesterday, no patient found lying on the mat on the ground in gynecology ward. But today, many pregnant women rolling on the ground for one of beds. News in detail. In the wake of frequent incidents of pregnant women's untimely and unreasonable deaths during or after birth, and especially the recent case of a young woman's death after childbirth at the RIMS Hospital, Governor of Manipur V.K. Duggal visited the hospital and inspected its working condition yesterday. When the governor walked into the casualty ward and in the corridors of the gynecology ward yesterday, not a single patient was found lying on the mat due to one of beds, which is a daily scene at the RIMS Hospital. Besides, not a single pregnant woman waiting for delivery time was found laying on a mat on the ground, which is also a perpetual sight at the RIMS Hospital daily. The patient parties told the ISTV News that they were surprised when they were suddenly allotted beds yesterday. They have been waiting on the ground for beds for several days. The patient parties said if the governor keeps inspecting the hospital regularly, there would be no one who does not get a bed. On the other hand, to the astounding contrast to yesterday's scene, our staff reporter found a number of pregnant women rolling on mats on the ground in the gynecology ward as they were not allotted beds. A patient party who was there waiting for delivery told the ISTV News today that they have been sleeping on the ground as they could not get a bed. During the inspection visit yesterday, Governor Duggal entered different departments of the RIMS Hospital and talked with the heads of departments. However, it is not known what transpired during the talks as media persons were not given access to the meeting. Residents of Mayang Imphal Paboktaw areas today staged a sit-in protest against dropping poison into the water of a pond that is used by the people of the areas for drinking and cooking. Residents of Paboktaw Thokjom Lekai took part in the protest. T.H. Basanti, who was among the protesters, said some persons dropped poison into the water of the pond belonging to Thokjom Joymani. In connection with the incident, leader of a disabled organization, Daso Banta, has alleged that brothers of a disabled man called Ranjit have tortured him, Ranjit, which is not true. The allegations are baseless, Joymani said.
Nupi oiba akoida phuri phiron segai bada natana phubi rambaje maha khwaidagi phattaba matu panba sa oina pokadabani maha disable oraga minusi khangdaba sa oina pokadaba maha ni adubu maha yam phattabani haina akoigi lekai nupi jingjina monda thamjari.
A 5-day photo exhibition on health and family welfare organized by Directorate of Advertisement and Visual Publicity and Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has begun at Mira Public School, Mongsangai. Founder of the school, Laurembam Dayamoy, and Field Officer of Directorate of Advertisement and Visual Publicity, Gin Kangte, were the presidium members at the inaugural function held today at the school. Talking to media persons, Gin Kangte said the main objective of organizing the exhibition is to create awareness among the students about the problems that we are facing today so that they can come up with new ideas to overcome the problems.
The theme of this exhibition is health and family welfare, and we would like to promote health issues to the public, and this is what we are doing.
Reports of Shiv Sena MPs apparently angry over not being served Maharashtra food, allegedly forcing a Muslim worker to eat a chapati to break his Ramjan fast, today created uproar in both houses of parliament. As soon as the Lok Sabha assembled for the day, several opposition members raised the issue and termed it as violation of religious beliefs. Members from Congress, RJD, Trinamool Congress and AIMIM were on their feet raising the issue. Government is planning to set up 100 smart cities across the country that will provide all modern amenities, education and employment opportunities. Urban Development Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu said the project is 100 smart cities is in conceptualized stage and details are being worked out through discussions with all stakeholders including state governments. The cities are yet to be identified, he said. A day after informing Parliament that the PMO under Manmohan Singh had pushed for extension to a judge facing corruption charges, the government today demanded that the former Prime Minister should make a categorical statement on the controversial matter. Parliamentary Affairs Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu said the whole account of the affair first brought out by former Supreme Court Judge Markandeya Kaju and showed how the government was functioning during the UPA regime. Police have arrested the chairman of school in Bangalore, where a 6-year-old girl was allegedly raped earlier this month by the school's skating instructor. Rostam Karawala, the chairman of Birga High School, has been taken into custody today for further investigation of his knowledge of the rape in his institution. Though the accused Mustafa has been arrested, activists and parents have been demanding action to be taken against the school management for not conducting background checks before hiring Mustafa and also for trying to cover up the whole incident initially. Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi wants the Domestic Violence Act amended to allow women to seek protection from their daughters-in-law also. The present law only provides for protecting women from domestic violence by any man with whom they live or have lived in a shared household when they are related by consanguinity, marriage, or through a relationship in the nature of marriage, adoption, or are family members living together as a joint family. It does not allow women to be charged under the law. Senior U.S. intelligence officials said Russia trained and equipped separatists responsible for the shooting down of MH17 with a surface-to-air missile over Ukraine, but noted that the rebels may have targeted the plane, presuming it to be a Ukrainian military jet. The officials released some of the sensitive intelligence information, including satellite images, claiming them to be evidences that Russia had trained and equipped rebels responsible for the attack. The United States and Ukraine have blamed Moscow and Russia-backed separatists for the tragic incident that killed all 298 people on board Malaysia airline MH17. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has backed calls by Hamas for an end to the economic blockade of the Gaza Strip as a condition for a ceasefire. At least 649 Palestinians and 31 Israelis have been killed in the past 15 days of fighting, officials say. UN Chief Ban Ki-moon and US Secretary of State John Kerry are in the region to try to bring an end to the fighting. They have both called for an immediate end to hostilities and for the underlying causes of the conflict to be addressed. Well, that's all we have for now. But before we wind up, let's have a quick look at top stories once again. During Governor B.K. Duggal's inspection visit to Rims Hospital yesterday, no patient found lying on the mat on the ground in gynecology ward. But today, many pregnant women rolling on the ground for want of beds. Thanks for watching the news, and for more updates, please stay tuned.